Welcome to Hi Hungry, I'm Dad.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hi Hungry, I'm Dad, the podcast where nerdy dads talk nerdy fads. I'm Jared, and as always, I'm here with...
I'm Nathan.
Let's go ahead and get into it. What's your one quick thing?
My one quick thing is a show that I discovered on Netflix.
Okay.
And it is called Chill with Bob Ross.
I have not watched it. I don't even think I've heard of it. Have you told me about this yet?
I don't think so. I've been trying to keep it a secret from you. So
What?
I've been watching it at night when I go to bed.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's just Bob Ross, and then sometimes it's episodes from The Joy of Painting, with Bob Ross, but it's not like they really do anything different, but they'll take episodes that are all about winter scenes or stuff like that.
Okay.
And you just get to watch him paint stuff, and it's great.
So why have you hidden it from me?
Because I wanted to share it with you on this episode. So it's been like 4 or 5 days that I've been watching this. One of my favorite things, though, that he does on it, it's just that every time he cleans his brush, he'll dip it in the paint thinner, and then he'll whack it on his easel.
Gross.
Yeah, he whacks it on his easel, and every time he just smiles this amazing smile, and it makes me so happy because he's so happy.
Stop watching him whack it.
No.
Okay, fair.
They specifically have a camera angle that they use at least once per episode of him hitting his brush on the easel.
Of course they do.
It makes me laugh every time. And it's just great because this show is so easy and even, and his talking voice is so just pleasant. It's almost like he's NPR or whatever. And then out of nowhere, just and he does it so fast and it's so loud. And I'll just be laying in bed and my eyes will be closed and I'll hear him kind of talking. I'll turn the volume down so I just kind of hear the rhythm of it. And then bop, 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 bop.
And then you're up.
And then I just smile and then I go to sleep. Jared, what's your one quick thing?
My one quick thing is Comic Palooza. It's coming up in May, the 10th through the 12th, and we are going to be there.
Surprise!
Yeah,
we surprised you guys.
So not only are we going to be there with a booth under Forge Audio, but we actually are going to be doing live shows. So Hi Hungry, I'm Dad, and The Mundane and the Arcane, which is the D&D 5e podcast that Nathan and I are on with our friends Matt and Stacy. They're great. Stacy alone is worth the watch.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have live shows. Tamada and Hi Hungry, I'm Dad. And so if you're not already in Houston, come to Houston May 10th through 12th, and you'll be able to see our first live show.
Well, we're also going to be doing a panel as Forge Audio.
We will be doing a panel as Forge Audio. It's going to be about starting and running a podcast network.
So, why don't you guys come out and see us? And speaking of you guys, it's time for Facebook Question of the Week.
So this week's Facebook was, what Star Wars quote should I scream during sex?
During sex. During the dirty.
When you're doing the nasty.
When you're all naked and sweaty, rolling around in the dirt.
So long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
on a planet called Tatooine, everyone was naked and fucking.
They were all fucking.
They just got sand all in their cracks.
Yep. They sure did. And that's a terrible place to be. So, Nathan, why don't we go ahead and give some of the better ones. Let's not go through all of them, but let's do some of the ones that we like.
This is one from our buddy that we play Sea of Thieves with sometimes, Will Zacharias. He says, "Get in there, you big furry oaf. I don't care what you smell."
That one's really good. I like that one. I'm going to pick David Toscano, a good personal friend of both of ours. And I thought they smell bad on the outside.
That is a good one.
That's a really good one.
This one comes in from Jesse. Jesse
Jesse.
Jesse S. Tree says, Luke, I am your father. I enjoyed that one because it implies that you're having sex with your father.
Gross.
And he thinks your name is Luke.
Yeah, my name's not Luke, Dad. Okay, Nick DeBorn. Let the Wookiee win. Anything with Chewie, I'm going to automatically be on board with.
Yeah, it's because you're a hairy man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jesse Danos. I keep picking names that I don't know how to pronounce. Says, shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level. That's so good.
So Stacey McCarthy, who is on the Mundane and the Arcane with us, don't get cocky, kid.
Joshua Reyna says, Misa hating crunching. That's the last thing Misa want.
God damn it.
I had to do it.
I know you did, and I'm glad you did.
Because you didn't want to do it. You were probably avoiding it.
I was, yeah. Just don't like Jar Jar. Aaron Roberts says, I have the high ground.
Nice. And I think the last one we're going to do is Stuart Bailey. Having some trouble with your droid?
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
It's like that automated butt plug that I sent you earlier.
Yeah.
You having trouble with it?
Yeah.
Yes, please get it out.
Okay, the thing that bothered me about that butt plug was that it was open. Like you stick it in and then you hit a button and then it opens up.
No, don't do that.
What if the batteries die and you're nowhere near like some way to, like what if you don't have extra batteries?
Looks like you're going to the hospital. Hey, can you remove this for me, please?
So, I mean, hospital or Walgreens?
Why a Walgreens?
Because you could just buy batteries.
But you're not going to want to go into the Walgreens.
Well, I mean, but you could.
You know what?
Favor,
or you could just get them batteries Amazon shipped to you, like same day delivery, and just wait it out.
Just wait it out.
Yeah,
but
just wait it out.
If you do favor, it'll be like a couple of hours tops.
Yeah. Well, you can usually pick like. Well, no, I guess I'm thinking mostly of like the groceries on Amazon. Like you can pick a 2-hour window. So like if you get it stuck at 4:30, by 6 or 7, you can have some batteries.
Yeah. Speaking of needing some batteries for your butt plug, Jared, you know what time it is?
No. What is your quote that you're gonna give, Nathan?
Oh, dunk. So my quote that I'm gonna give is, "I find your lack of faith disturbing."
Okay.
I thought that was funnier than it was.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Nobody has faith in you anyway.
Oh, people have faith in me. So, Jared, what's your quote?
Oh, mine's going to be a C-3PO quote.
A C-3P quote.
Yes. Oh, my dear friend, how I've missed you. I did it.
You would miss it because most of the sex you have is alone.
I would say all of it at this point.
All of it, yeah. Jared, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for Dad Jokes by Bad Blokes. Did you like that one?
No, I did not.
I took it in a different direction.
I was not expecting that key change.
No, it's all in key.
Is it?
Because my last name is Key.
What's your first fucking joke, asshole?
My first name is Nathan. My first joke is, to whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word.
Wah, wah.
I like that one a lot.
It doesn't excel.
Ha ha ha! I don't get it.
Nathan, do you know sign language?
Yeah.
You should learn it. It's pretty handy.
Oh, well, I mean, I do.
You're supposed to say no.
Well, but that would be a lie.
But you're supposed to lie.
I know enough to have like a basic conversation.
I know some universal hand signs. That's about it.
No, that's just you masturbating. My next one is, I went to the zoo and saw a baguette in a cage. The zookeeper said it was bred in captivity.
I need it.
You need bread in a cage?
Yeah, I need it.
Caged bread.
Yeah. Why did the boy banana approach the girl banana?
Why?
Because he found her appealing.
That's my laugh when my mouth is closed and I'm not smiling and it's not funny at all. What do you call a fish with two knees?
Toonies.
A toonie fish.
I was close.
You're pretty close.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
What?
Ground beef.
Excellent. Why do melons have weddings?
I don't know.
Because they can't elope.
Ha!
I like that one.
What do you call a cow with two legs?
What?
Lean beef.
I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
What do you call a cow with all of its legs?
A cow?
High stakes.
Nah, dang it. A woman is on trial for beating her husband to death with his guitar collection. The judge asks her, first offender? She says, no, first a Gibson, then a Fender.
Nathan.
Yes.
A cross-eyed teacher couldn't control his pupils.
Me neither. I feel you, buddy. Hey, Jared, what's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle?
I don't know.
Attire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. How do you throw a space party?
Well, you gotta have Space Jam. I don't know.
You plan it.
Boo. I don't play soccer because I enjoy the sport. I'm just doing it for the kicks.
Mm-hmm. Heard it. How was Rome split in two?
How?
With a pair of Caesars.
Nice. Hey.
Last one.
Oh, okay. Last one.
Last
Hey,
one. You better make it good, too.
why does Dracula stay up all night?
I don't know.
Because of his coffin.
Okay, you got me. I like it.
Yeah, I did it. I got you to laugh at what my dad jokes. I win. I win the game, Jared.
You don't, though.
Let's take a quick time out.
Have you ever wondered what two Aussie dads
Really inappropriate ones.
would tell you if you asked them questions like,
What if my kids catch me having special cuddles?
"Ooh, awkward turtle"?
Or is it okay to hide in the toilet and play games on my phone?
Well, it better be.
Maybe you want to hear our unique reviews of movies, beers, video games, etc.
How about some cheeseburger spring rolls?
Sure. If some or any of that tickles your fancy, then check out the Dad Zone on the Forge Audio Network.
What do you do?
Okay, Nathan, so our main topic tonight has to do a little bit with the new movie, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
But it's not entirely about Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it
I
at
do
all.
plan on going to watch it.
Yes.
But I just haven't got there yet.
I'll watch it on Netflix like every other Marvel movie.
Okay, I mean, if you want to wait that long.
I saw Civil War in the theater. I think that's the only one that I've seen in the theater.
I think I saw Deadpool 2 in theater.
I did not. Did
Yes,
I?
you did.
Yeah, I
'Cause you
did.
were
I was there.
with me.
I was there. I did see that.
Yeah. Okay, so
I did that.
there were about 58,000 reviews that got deleted by Rotten Tomatoes because apparently they were actually reviews that were put up before the movie was released, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And I mean, I haven't read any of these comments or reviews, but I can almost guarantee you exactly what it was.
Yeah, and that's irritating.
Yeah. It was either A, the anti-feminist,
Yeah.
or B,
The pro-man, pro-misogyny.
yeah, the pro-misogynistic bullshit that's like trying to over-sexualize shit.
Yeah.
So it's probably a really good thing that they got deleted. I mean, this is kind of a heavy topic. We don't really want to dive too deep into it, but we do want to say that, hey, if you're going to make these comments, just fucking don't.
Grow up.
Yeah, nobody needs to listen to your bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. Think outside yourself.
Like, if you haven't even seen the movie yet, just fucking don't.
There's no point. I mean, yeah, they're probably trying to make some sort of statement and whatever, but you know what? If you feel this strongly about it, just don't go see the movie.
Just don't go see the movie.
Nobody, you know what? Everybody who wants to go see the movie doesn't want you to go see the movie.
Exactly. Very well said. I think that their score at the time was like a 33%,
That's bullshit.
but now it's bumped up to like a 79% because they deleted those comments.
I have seen a lot of really good reviews from people that I respect on Twitter and on Facebook.
That's good. I haven't really seen any. I have heard that there were mixed reviews, but I don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of speculation. If you have seen the movie, definitely get in touch with us on Facebook or on Twitter. Let us know what you thought about the movie. I definitely want to see it within the next couple weeks.
Yeah, maybe I'll go. Or maybe I'll just wait until it comes out on Netflix like every other Marvel movie.
Maybe so. But
No special treatment.
no, but I think it deserves to be watched in theaters for a couple reasons. I think that we need to support female leads in movies, especially
Absolutely.
in like action movies,
Absolutely.
because it's pretty important.
I think we need to support diversity in Hollywood, period.
For sure.
Which is one of the things I love about Jordan Peele's movies.
Yes.
And I mean, that's why Spike Lee was so revolutionary at the time.
Yeah.
When he first started making movies, it was that he was using a completely different, cultural group than what you saw winning Oscars.
Right. So I thought it would be fun, and Nathan, you agreed.
Yes.
We're going to come up with 2 female lead characters for superhero movies
Yes.
based on characters that have already been created.
Mine are both X-Men.
So are mine.
It's just X-Men is such a deep pool.
So it's
will-
it's always been my favorite.
I want to give, because we're both pulling from Marvel, I do want to give a quick shout out to Barbara Gordon from DC. Just if I had to pick a DC, I think Batgirl would be an amazing movie. If you let like Christopher Nolan take it and you go a little dark on it, just a little gritty,
Okay.
I think Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, would be fantastic.
Yeah, no, that would be really fun.
Just don't let Zack Snyder do it.
Yeah, don't let Zack Snyder do anything.
Yeah, let Kevin Smith do it.
Oh, that'd be super fun.
Yeah, because he would do it right.
He would do it right.
The best episodes of The Flash were done by, were directed by Kevin Smith.
Yeah. Oh, man, I want to see that now.
You're welcome.
Like I've got all these images in my head.
I
and
know.
And I can't wait.
I know. It's awesome.
I think going with like DC, and this is not going to like the Suicide Squad direction, but I would really like to see a Harley Quinn movie.
A Harley Quinn movie would be good. Would you
Oh,
cast Margot
would-
Robbie for it?
Yeah, I think so.
Would you want to have Jared Leto in it, though?
No.
See, I think if we did it and we used Margot Robbie, I think that people are going to want to see
That version of the Joker.
that version.
Yeah,
which
maybe.
I hated.
Yeah. What about this? What if it's Batgirl and Harley Quinn in the same movie?
Yeah, I mean, you have to have, something like that. You'd have to have something like
I think that would be really fun.
like if they were, hero and villain,
Yeah.
and maybe they team up and take on Poison Ivy or something. Then again, doesn't Harley Quinn end up dating Poison Ivy in the comics? I feel like that's right.
I feel like that is right.
Ivy Quinn. All right, well, Jared, who's your first actual pick? Aside, our special mentions aside,
Yeah.
who is your first for real pick?
My first for real pick is Domino.
Domino is an excellent choice. I almost picked Domino.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that you might. I was kind of worried about it, but I'm glad that I got in the first one. No, Domino is just really fun, like especially in Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see more of her and more of her backstory, more of her character.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
not
she's
only
super
do you
interesting.
have the female lead, but you also have the person of color lead.
Yes.
And to me, that would be a movie that needs to be made. Look at
Yes.
what Black Panther did.
Yeah, Black Panther was incredible.
Yeah. So it's time. We need to have these movies.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely sold. I just like Domino as a character, period.
Oh, yeah.
She's so interesting.
The subconscious telekinetic powers.
Yeah.
telekinesis, telekinetic.
Telekinetic.
Yeah, telekinetic. There you go. That's the word.
I need to get there.
That did it.
You farted, but with your brain.
Words are hard.
Words. What do they mean?
They mean just jumbleness.
Words are just what you make them. They mean what you want them to mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how words work.
They're just mouth noises.
They're mouth noises that sometimes have, wet sounds.
But yeah, like specifically the Deadpool 2 version of Domino, I think they could do a spin-off of that character very easily.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, they don't even have to do X-Force.
No, they don't. I mean, they could.
They could, but I don't think it's necessary. I think they could just do, like 1 or 2 Domino movies, or maybe a series. Just see how well it goes.
I'd be okay with that. So what's your first one?
My first one is one that I think that a lot of people want to see. It is a character that I fell in love with the X-Men cartoon.
Okay.
And I think that she has a very rich backstory because she started off as a villain and then joined the X-Men. It's Rogue.
Yeah. Rogue would be really fun. I didn't necessarily like Rogue in the X-Men movies much.
They did her terrible in them.
Yeah.
They didn't. You just got this teen angst thing about it, but it wasn't. She
was more than that.
She's so much more than that, but she has a conscious thought of, if I touch someone, even if I brush their hand when I'm walking, like I could kill them.
Yeah.
If they're not a mutant, I could kill them.
So I'm thinking, like, this would be a really good opportunity to bring Gambit into a good movie.
Yes. I think if they did it, they could. But there's part of me that's like, I don't want to take away from Rogue by bringing in Gambit. I think if you do it as a series, then it would be, Rogue 2 or Rogue 3. Like, you bring Gambit in later.
Yeah.
Because their relationship is incredible, but I would hate the idea of taking away from Rogue and throwing in, because I think that's a thing that a lot of these movies do, where you have a strong female lead, is you bring in the romantic interest to make them stronger.
And I guess people that I've talked to specifically have been waiting for a good version of Gambit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I talked to are like, oh yeah, Gambit was like one of my favorite ones in the cartoon. And I was like, yeah, definitely.
But he's next to impossible to cast.
Would you do Rogue origin story first?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
I would absolutely
just build on that.
I would do her, because in the X-Men movies, they fucked up because they didn't make her a villain. She just happened along to find Wolverine fighting somewhere, and then they both end up going to the Academy or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
X-Men Palace.
X-Men Castle.
I've legit completely blanked out. Cannot think of the name of Xavier's school.
Xavier's School for Ordinary, Extraordinary, Unordinary.
Understanding words and what do words mean. I think that Rogue has such a rich backstory. And just like, because we talked about before, Gambit has this amazing backstory.
Oh, I love his backstory.
His backstory is incredible, but Rogue's is also just as good.
Yes.
And if we can get a Rogue origin story where it's her fighting the X-Men as a villain, but we're following her as the protagonist.
Yeah.
And then she joins up with them.
That'd be really interesting. It'd be fun to watch.
It would be, although I'm not really sure if I would want to watch it with the current group of people doing X-Men.
No, I mean, I think it's time for a reboot.
No.
I think it's time for a reboot.
No, we need to stop rebooting franchises.
No, it's time for a reboot.
No. No, they did a reboot, and it was the one where they went back in time and changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it made the third movie not exist?
Yeah, something like that.
Which is great. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for trying to fix it.
Well, whenever I say reboot, I mean like new actors playing characters.
Yeah, I could be down with that. All right, Jared, who you got up next?
Okay, so my second one is X-23.
I think that's an excellent pick.
I would like to see a continuation of where she goes after she splits off with Logan.
I mean, talk about depth of character.
Yeah. I feel like with Hugh Jackman leaving the role, I feel like this could be the spin-off.
Well, no, it's just an opportunity for the new character to really step up and fill that role. And
Yeah, exactly.
why not have it be X-23?
Because people like the Wolverine character. And if you're not going to have Hugh Jackman, which is what everybody knows as Wolverine at this point.
He's been the only constant in all of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, exactly. So just let that character evolve into X-23's role.
Yeah,
I think it makes a lot of sense to do it that way.
Yeah, you just have Laura growing up and like what her story is. And also just like how we've followed Wolverine throughout different splits from X-Men.
Oh, yeah,
We
and
could
that terrible origin story.
That terrible origin story with Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
That was how they were trying to introduce Deadpool.
I know.
And it did not work.
It did not.
But they can easily do stuff like that with X-23, and I think that she is just as interesting a character as Wolverine.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of digging.
Mm-hmm.
There is on IMDb Pro Untitled X-23 Laura Project.
Okay.
This is the information that we have on the website as of right now. You can only find this information on IMDb Pro.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find it on IMDb, the typical website.
So since it's on Pro, it means that it's actually a thing that's happening?
Yeah, it's in development. So it's listed as an action drama sci-fi,
Mm-hmm.
a spin-off from the Wolverine film, Logan, centering on the story of the character Laura. That's all the information that it has on there. Writers are Craig Kyle and James Mangold and Billy Tan. So James Mangold is also the producer, and he wrote the screenplay. Kyle Craig and Billy Tan, they're credited as writing the comic book and the character.
Mm-hmm.
It's in development. I don't know how far. I don't know if it's actually going to come out or not. But I really hope so.
I hope so. That sounds awesome. It sounds like a lot of fun.
For sure. Okay, Nathan, so then what is your second one?
My second one is Storm.
Oh, nice.
Now, Storm has this amazing backstory that is literally never touched on. Her mother was a Kenyan tribal princess, and her father was an American photojournalist. And she grew up in Harlem and Cairo. She starts off as a pickpocket as a kid. If you pay attention, that feels a lot like Who. Who else grew up? Well, what other Marvel superhero grew up as, who is tied with the X-Men, grew up as a pickpocket?
Oh, Gambit.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, Storm and Gambit do cross over.
Yeah.
Which is very fun. But it's something that you can do as you move along through Storm's story. I think that it would be really interesting to do a series of movies based on Storm, but starting off with her as a little girl and developing her powers and learning her powers.
Okay.
Because something like Rogue, her powers came later. Like for most of the X-Men, their powers happen around adolescence.
Yeah.
Storm's powers materialized a little earlier. And so as she's a child learning these things and learning how to control the stuff, I think that's very cool. As a child, her parents were killed in the Arab-Israeli conflict. Think about how cool that would be. I mean, it doesn't have to be the whole movie or anything.
No, but giving that little piece of backstory would be really cool.
Yeah, well, and because of that, because of her parents being killed in that conflict, and she was buried in rubble, she has claustrophobia.
Mm-hmm.
That is a thing that she deals with as a character.
So what I'm hearing is not the Halle Berry Storm, but more of the Alexandra ship from like X-Men Apocalypse and the Dark Phoenix that's coming out.
Yes, but I would want her to grow into that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want her to start off that way.
Like, but you could end there.
Yeah, but
at like the first movie.
Yeah, you could. Well, the first movie could end with her finding Professor X.
Yeah.
you know, and because along the way she like meets Gambit and other stuff. Like she meets these people, but this gives an opportunity to showcase her because Storm is powerful. Like she is so strong, and she gets passed over because she's always more reserved in the movies. They've written her to be more reserved. When you go back and you watch the cartoon, she is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
she comes
is.
flying
They
in and
all
throwing
are.
lightning bolts. Like it was stuff that they couldn't do in the live action, but they could now. I mean, with what they did with the most recent Avengers movie, and just with the effects and what you saw in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, you have these effects and things that they can do. I mean, the Thor, like all of this new Marvel, universe, they're able to do these things that they couldn't do before. And I think that they could really showcase Storm's powers. And
yeah, just like they could Rogue.
yes. But I think that she's very different from Rogue, because Rogue is someone who's trying to suppress her powers.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And it's a struggle for her, whereas Storm, it's not a struggle. She's not, Man of Stealing it. You know what I mean? She's not like, I have these things and I have to keep them inside. Smallville. It's not like that. She is powerful, and she is taught to embrace them and to do that stuff. Whereas Rogue is like, hey, don't kiss your boyfriend or he's gonna die.
What was that?
I don't know. It's just that's
You literally just like say stuff and you have no idea what's coming out of your mouth until it does.
yeah.
It's great.
That's what makes me fun to listen to.
Yeah. So Nathan,
Yeah.
you need some advice?
All right, Jared, what's your first one?
My first one comes from Suzanne Says at love you. I don't know. It cut off. Hashtag need advice. I'm looking for a fake Instagram or Snapchat account made up in my son's babe that's getting him in trouble at school. Where do I start? Do you think she means name?
I think she means name, but it autocorrected to babe because she types babe a lot.
Maybe.
And she accidentally types name and has to change it to babe. Maybe her son went into her phone and changed it to anytime she tries to say name to make it say babe.
That'd be really funny.
Maybe she's just super into that movie Babe about the pig.
That'll do, pig. So here's the thing that I want to say about these fake accounts.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably not fake accounts.
Okay, let's go this route.
They're probably accounts that her son made himself and is just acting a fucking fool on social media and is now getting in trouble for it. And he's telling his mom, oh no, those are fake accounts. Like whenever
Those
you would tell
aren't
your
me.
parents that, oh no, those aren't my cigarettes.
That's definitely not my porn. That's not my cum stained t-shirt behind my bed.
I don't know where that sock came from.
I definitely was not masturbating to the Grind Beach House episodes when you walked in my room, Mom.
Yeah, I don't think they're fake accounts. I think he's getting away with something.
there's an easy way to check this.
How?
You can contact whatever social. She said Instagram and Snapchat.
Instagram
right?
and Snapchat.
So Snapchat, I don't think you can actually fix that. But with Instagram, you can contact them and let them know, hey, this is happening. I just want to see if the IP address or the MAC address match up with mine or with my son's. And if it does, then that kid is in a shitload of trouble. But if it doesn't, then scot-free.
We did it.
We did it. Problem solved. Also, I want to know what he's saying.
I do too.
I want to know, is he like just posting pictures of like porn or like
Probably,
with Snapchat? He's probably sending people his weenie.
or sending like threatening messages.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah. It all makes me sad.
It makes me sad. I wonder how old this kid is.
I mean, he's in school, so
At least
definitely underage, most likely.
Well, I mean, it could be at least 18.
I don't know.
I mean, the chance of him being 18 is lower, but also I mean, depends on how old he was when his mom gave him the cell phone. That's another thing. Take away his phone.
Yeah.
See if it still keeps popping up.
See if it stops.
Yeah, if it keeps going on, then it's not him. If it stops,
That's fair.
It's not him.
Take away
Or
the
if it
phone.
stops, it is him. Yeah.
Take away the phone and see if it stops. And while you're taking away the phone,
Post stuff yourself.
post something
Totally.
on his Instagram.
Yeah, totally post
This is
stuff
his
on him.
mother.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on,
Oh my god.
but I definitely think that my son is innocent.
Whoever's out there is the haters on my son. Why did we make her sound this way?
Instagram. I want to talk to your manager.
I was definitely gonna go with the talk to the manager. Oh yeah. Oh, she's Susan, so Susan could be a Karen.
Oh yeah, Susans and Karens are all the same, in my opinion.
That is very broad.
That's why I said it.
All
Nathan,
right.
what's yours?
My first one is from Elisa Danielle at Elisa Durandal. My husband is out of town, and IDK what one does by themselves. Someone help me figure out what to do when they are alone. Hashtag home alone. Hashtag what do single people do? Hashtag I need a hobby. Hashtag what should I do? Hashtag need advice. Hashtag I don't like this. Hashtag Sunday morning. Hashtag I'm bored.
First off, you need to go find a man with a shovel
Okay.
because the sticky bandits are on their way.
Oh yeah, you need the man with the shovel from who lives across the street.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're the wet bandits.
The
And the
wet
first
bandits
one, they're
first.
the wet bandits.
The wet bandits first,
Yeah.
but then they turn into the sticky bandits, yes.
The sticky bandits are who left that T-shirt behind my bed.
Susan, get your kid. Definitely you need to make sure you have enough paint cans and rope and nails. You need nails.
You need to nail nails.
And tar.
You need to nail the nails through a board, but then nail it upside down on the stairs.
Yes, definitely in the basement. But you do need that tar to pull off their shoes first.
Blowtorch.
You need the blowtorch and the feathers. You need an iron.
And you need a zip line to your treehouse.
Yes, you do. That is very important.
Is integral.
You need micro machines from the 90s.
Got them.
You need Christmas ornaments to put in front of the windows.
Glass ones.
Yes, glass ones. That's very important. That's a very good detail. You need cheese pizza.
Ice on the stairs. Did that go down to the basement
Yeah,
from the outside?
from the outside. You need those big inflatable clowns to put in the shower.
You need machine gun sounds from the TV, but also like a brick of black cats to drop in a tin trash can.
Yep.
What are we missing?
You need a tarantula.
Tarantula.
You need a picture of Buzz's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Woof. I love the direction that this went.
Yes, I was not expecting us to hang on to Home Alone, but no. If you're going to really be Home Alone, then this is what you need. You also need aftershave.
Oh, yeah.
Aftershave is important. You need to slap it on your face after you get out of the shower and
then
scream.
scream.
You also need an uncle who says, "Look what you did, you little jerk."
We all have that uncle.
Yeah,
What are
I'm
you
that
talking
uncle.
about? You are. You also need very oblivious parents.
Yeah, parents that would not.
Parents who just don't pay attention to you.
Yeah, like they just wouldn't miss if you were gone because they're so worried about that one kid who pees the bed.
Yeah, but let's be honest. They secretly hope you die.
Yeah. Also, change your name to Kevin!
Or just go by Kevin for the weekend.
Yeah, and you also need to hook up your mom with a polka band that is fronted by John Candy. And then they travel across the country in a very planes, trains, and automobiles type of situation. But it's not planes, trains, and automobiles because Steve Martin is not there. But John Candy absolutely is.
But it's a hologram of John Candy.
Yeah, it has to be a hologram. And you have to, and your mom has to learn her lines. Otherwise, it won't sync up with the hologram John Candy.
She needs to be on time.
Yeah, no, she's her timing's got to be perfect. She's got to practice.
Yeah, for sure. She needs to learn her lines, and she needs to learn not only her lines, but also the John Candy holograms lines, so she can make sure that she is on the right flow.
Jared, what's your next one?
Oh, so we're not actually going to help?
No, that helped. We helped.
Okay.
We helped move on.
Okay.
We helped and now we move on. This is what we do. We smash and grab with advice. We're advice and grab. No?
My next one is Jim Hurley. Jim Hurley 44. My son just got a DUI.
That's not good.
He is only 9. How should I punish him? Hashtag need advice.
That's
Hashtag
worse.
feel like a bad father. Hashtag grounded him for 2 weeks. So how does this happen?
Mouthwash. I don't know. I mean, I got a 9-year-old daughter, and she doesn't know about booze really, other than that kids don't drink it.
And then she doesn't get behind a wheel.
Yeah, she doesn't drive a car. This weekend she did hold up a bottle of Fireball and asked me what it was, and I told her to mind her own business. So, I just, man, I gotta know the series of events that made this happen.
They were probably unfortunate.
Yeah, I was literally about to say the series of unfortunate events.
Okay, first off, don't let your kid drink. Second off, if you do, don't let your kid drive.
Yeah,
Third off, just don't let your kid drive at all.
Yeah, I would not let him get his license until he's like 18.
Okay.
Hold it off. Just say, hey, you know what? Screwed up when you were 9. Pretty bad. This is pretty bad.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
You can drive when you graduate high school.
I want to see the judge who has this case in his court. And is like, okay, next case. Okay, this has to be a misprint. 9-year-old DUI.
Yeah. From how this sounds, your kid's not going to JV. This absolutely reminds me of that little kid that
stole his grandmother's
car,
Yeah.
drove her down the street, and ran it into something.
Yeah, but he was like 13.
No, he was like 8.
No, I don't think he was that young.
No, he's talking about his cousin who's older than him, and he's like, yeah,
Maybe it's been a while.
He was like, yeah, he 9. He smokes with the cigarettes. He cool. We just out here doing hood rat stuff. Oh my God, your kid's doing hood rat stuff. What's this guy's name? Jim
Hurley.
Jim Hurley. Your kid is doing hood rat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there with his cousin who's older than him, who smokes with the cigarettes. This is terrible. You need to get him on the patch, or maybe get him the gum.
For cigarettes?
Yeah.
But his issue is DUI.
Yeah, get him addicted to
nicotine.
something else. I don't know. You what you should do
How
is...
about this? Get him addicted to video games like a regular 9-year-old.
I don't know. You know what you should do is get him super drunk to where he throws up and he's like, I'm never doing this. This is what parents like. He's a 9. It's going to take 3 shots for him to throw up. And it's got to be 4 horsemen or a 5-star general. Get your kid fucked up.
I would not suggest this.
What, getting your kid fucked up? It's like the whole thing when your parents caught you smoking, they made you smoke a whole carton. Yeah.
Which is also a terrible idea. First off, I need to know, why are you asking for advice whenever you just grounded him for 2 weeks?
Yeah, man. 2 weeks is not good enough.
No. For a DUI?
For a 9-year-old.
For a 9-year-old.
He is trying to act grown. You need to treat him like he is grown.
Yeah.
So you
kick him out of the house.
you take away all his stuff and take the door off the hinges.
Oh, I definitely did that before.
I know. And you put him in his room with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And when he tries to leave, you yell at him.
You're not allowed to go anywhere.
No, you want to drive drunk? You get to stare at the wall. maybe do one of those Scared Straight programs.
Oh, is that still around?
I assume it has to be.
I hope so.
Or just get someone who's real scary to come over and yell at him.
They won't know the difference.
They absolutely, just a random stranger. Make him watch Bronson.
What?
Have you ever seen the movie Bronson?
No.
About Charlie Bronson? He's like a serial prisoner in England. You need to watch it. It's incredible. He's a real person, and he's just a dude that like his name is something else entirely. But he watched a movie with Charles Bronson in it, and he was like, "That's a tough guy name. I'm gonna just go by Charlie Bronson now." And he started going by Charlie Bronson. He's actually fairly famous for his prison art.
Interesting.
So make him watch Bronson.
Nathan, you got one more?
Yeah, I got one more. This is from Sarah Simply Oily at Sarah Simply Oily. Good job.
Okay.
My right eye has been twitching all day. Give me, you superstitions, other helpful hints to get rid of, and go.
Ooh.
Hashtag I twitch, hashtag need advice, hashtag annoyed, hashtag superstitions, hashtag help, hashtag Sarah Simply Oily, hashtag Florida Oilers, hashtag
What?
yeah, Florida Oiler,
Okay.
hashtag Tampa Bay. So this is definitely like Florida based eye twitching, which means that
Meth.
it's meth. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
meth.
that's exactly where I was going. It's probably meth based.
or bath salts.
Meth or bath salts. So if you're on meth or bath salts, what you should do is just remove your eye.
Interesting concept.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
But will that get rid of the twitch, though? Because the twitch is really just the eyelids, right?
Yeah, but it won't be an eye twitch anymore.
It'd be a lid twitch.
It'd be a lid twitch. Yeah. Remove the eyelids.
Okay, so
Blind Butcher strikes again.
So this comes from scientificamerican.com.
Mm-hmm.
If your right eye jumps, you're going to hear good news. If your left eye jumps, you're going to hear bad news. I need to know which eye it is. Is it the left one or the right one?
Wait, this came from Scientific American? Like, that's what's most confusing about this to me, is that it came from a science periodical.
Yeah.
A science-based periodical is saying if your right eye twitches, it's good news, and if your left eye twitches, it's bad news.
Bad news. So, Nathan, what good news are they going to hear?
I don't know. I mean,
Good news. Your eye's not going to twitch anymore.
I guess that's a superstition. I don't know. I think that if you... Okay, not meth, not bath salts. You want your eye to stop twitching? Hold your hand on it. If you...
It's still going to twitch, though.
Okay, let's take this like a Pliny the Elder situation here.
Okay, definitely. If your right eye jumps, you'll see someone you haven't seen in a long time.
What about left eye? You won't see
if you're-
someone.
If you're...
Oh no, is the real thing better than what I just said?
If your left eye jumps, a loved one or friend is doing something behind your back.
That's fucked up. Okay, now I just want it to stop. I just want to help you stop it now, Sarah Simply Oily. Here's one thing, don't put oils in it. But what you could do is pee in some wax and sawdust and smear it on your eye.
No, don't do that.
No, that's absolutely something that Pliny the Elder would tell people to do.
To pee in sawdust
And wax.
and wax.
Mash it up into a paste and smear it on your eye.
I feel like there would be like some kind of snake oil to get rid of like muscle twitches.
No.
I think so.
I mean, if you want your eye to quit twitching, then you need to pick up a different pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 420.
Whoop, whoop.
You got a 420 it.
What if we come up with our own superstitions? If your right eye twitches, you're going to get pregnant.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
If your left eye twitches.
Your 9-year-old's going to get a DUI.
I was going to say you have a big poop instead. Here's one way that you can stop your eye from twitching that I found.
Okay.
is try over-the-counter oral or topical eye drop antihistamines to slow the eyelid muscle contractions. So you put something in your mouth to fix your eye. That's stupid. Why would I put something in my mouth? The problem's with my eye.
Good question.
Drink a glass of water from the wrong side of the cup.
How?
You put you
Okay, so you fill up the glass or the cup, whatever it is, and then you like poke a hole in the bottom, and then you shoot it like that. Like
No,
you would.
I meant from like the like you have a glass like normal. You don't have to alter it in any way, but you just put your mouth on the other side of the glass from where you would normally drink, just across.
Then you're gonna spill it all over yourself.
No, but you have to like lean forward to drink from that side.
That's complicated.
I'm thinking of hiccup cures.
You are.
I think that the more you think about it, the more it's going to happen. So make yourself not think about it.
Fair. We did it. Congratulations.
Or watch Bob Ross.
Watch Bob Ross and watch him clean his brush.
Watch him clean his brush. It's so
Clean his
nice.
brush whenever he cleans your brush.
What? Thanks for listening, everybody. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever you find podcasts. We only grow because of you spreading the word.
Join in on the conversation by searching High Hungry Podcast on all social media platforms or by contacting us at highhungrypodcast@gmail.com.
Help us create a better show by donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/highhungrypodcast. Doing so helps us stay free.
Visit our website at forgeaudio.net to get the latest updates and find our merch store. We currently have 3 shirts and 1 pop socket.
Hey, keep it nerdy.
And don't forget your pants. Pizzas.
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 Fucking weirdo.
Forge Audio.
Dream it.
Build it.
Share it.